People. Thanks for turning in to the channel, to the show, to the breakdown. Hopefully, it's not going to be too long. I want to go through. Oh, I better set up this video. Okay, good. Training wise, I know there's a lot of training, trainers, players, parents, and whatnot, involved in, trying to get, I guess, their players or their kids better or themselves better, which is good. That's why I'm here. So let's get started. Got a kid here. I've been working with him for about maybe 2 or 3 years, I think. I think now he's like in the 7th grade. So we work on a lot of shooting with him. Here we working on finishing at the rim, underhand, extended, right and left. I try to get him going back and forth so he doesn't stay too dominant on one side. Here we're going to try to work on finishing over like taller defenders. He's been wanting to try to perfect that. Again, whatever he does on the right or the left, he's got to do on the left or the right. I want to have him handicapped. Here instructing him just not to go forward. Like when you're going up for the floater, try to go up first. A lot of kids try to shoot that mug going forward and it ends up off balance. Wrong foot right there. So I should have stopped him. But you can see right there, that is not the foot we want to be using when they end up off the left. So we want to correct that when we do go for it on the next training session. Try to get him to shoot without hitting any rim. Clean makes or one make. Usually try to get 3 consecutive shots. A lot of people say get your legs into your shot, but it really does not matter about your legs. Ask people who play wheelchair Olympics and have gold medals. Michael Jordan was beat one-on-one in a basketball contest, playing a guy solely in a wheelchair. Man, Jordan didn't have the skill that he resulted to cheating, fouling the guy. Hence, he still didn't get the W. So, again, shooting is all starting from your core, working from your core, your navel up through the connections from your fingers. Feet and legs are an advantage. So, if you got them, that's another type of training. And that's another type of advantage. So, always play to your advantage, but definitely feet aren't necessary to shoot. Good shooting, you have the rotation, the ball should come back, is what I'm telling him. And, of course, he replicates it perfectly. This guy's a skillful shooter. We're working on footwork here. A lot of people tend to slide or cross their feet. He's going to cross it again right there, like you can see it. We're supposed to be going side to side, and he crosses here. You don't want to get in that position. We want to go side to side. Look for it. Look out for that, all right? We want to stay closed when we're sliding. His feet want to try to replace. Don't get in that position. But once I show him, watch how he goes right into the position anyway. It's just instinctively. There it goes again. There he's open. Your left foot should be forward. It's, how can I get, where's my line? Where's my line? There we go. 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 There we go as you're going, you're sliding your foot. This foot is back. Like you don't want that. Let me switch work by a little teleprompter. So going forward, this left foot should go forward. Instead, you send your left foot out this way. See how it's flaring out. And now when you're in this position, you've left a defender an open avenue to get through. So we're trying to get you to close up this whole area in the air. So we work on just keeping both feet on the line. Because a curve it's probably going to be more difficult and requires different balances opposed to straight cuts. This is something you really don't pick up like overnight. It's constant footwork. Learning balance, distance from your opponent. It's definitely a progressive type of detail. Here we get him in his comfort zone. You're gonna be impressed by, his accuracy. Almost gave him a bad pass. I'll reset it up. Don't want to mess up his mechanics. Now, he has a tendency to have his right arm, it crosses over in front of his face. Almost reminds me of Reggie Miller. But, man, I'm definitely not going to try to change his release. Maybe throughout, his career, he may get coaches or trainers that may want to correct it or fine-tune it or fix it. But as you can see, I just more so worry about his rotation and whether or not he's getting the ball more vertical opposed to trying to push the shot out. Quick one-on-one, little shots that he can do and work on to get open. More footwork and jab step. Now notice your foot, the direction that it's pointed when you jab. Notice my foot, how it's pointing. Can I pause it? Let's get the arrow. How it's pointing this way. And my ball is behind me. Or opposed to, let me get the yellow one for you. Whereas, I can't see your foot, but as far as your ball, wrong color. Your ball is in front, which is being left open, exposed. Let's going forward. Right there. When you jab, look at the direction of your foot. Your foot is facing this way. And the basket is this way, so you need to have that toe pointing towards the basket, and this foot here, both of your feet are pointing this way, and you're faking the ball that way. So let's have both feet pointing this way when we do our fake, our jab. That's better. Excellent. You can see this foot is that way, this foot is this way, and the ball is behind you. It's perfect because I can't even see the ball, and that's how you want it. We work on the angles, but you pick up quick. Here I'm just working, trying to teach, give them pointers on like making a layup and creating the contact instead of trying to avoid the contact, because you're going to get the contact inevitable. It's just, that's the type of game of basketball is. So, you know, here I'm teaching to go jab out, in, and finish in. Prior, you wanted to go in and out, go out, in, finish in. Combo drills into a shot, something he can get up. Off in the game, probably on the guy. And I tailor the moves to his skill and ability. You know, not all kids are privy to the same type of move that you can give a kid. So you want to make sure that, you know, it's appropriate for their skill level. That's why a lot of times I try not to practice with multiple people, because there's sometimes you got to wait for this guy to get his rotation, and depending on how many people there are, the longer your wait time is before you can get your next rep. And heaven forbid if you actually get your turn wrong and you got to wait again. So one is where I like to stay. You know, more focus. I feel it helps the kid, and I can do more of a service, and the kid can get better, you know, out of the instruction and the experience when it's just, you know, just he in the classroom or her in the classroom. So that's a look, you know, just a quick sample of some of the training that I do, or some of the exercises drills that I may put some of the kids or my players through. So far it's been pretty, I would say, you know, pretty successful. I've trained 3 NBA coaches' sons, 1 for the Pelicans, 2 for the Pistons, so a total of 3 sons. So, you know, they entrusted me with their kids in training them. So, you know, I think the pros are good enough. Hopefully that should suffice for, you know, the amateur, you know, well, non-NBA parents for their children. But with that said, thanks for tuning in, sharing your time, and subscribe, like, so, you know, you can get some notifications next time I do another player or another type of drill video showing some of the techniques that I share. Thanks for your time. Next time. Out.
I really coaching y'all. You think you ballin', but this how you supposed to ball. You ballin' and rapping now. I never noticed y'all. I said I'm the best rapper alive, and I want J. Cole to call. Yeah, that's just the protocol. Give him a bucket like this for your dirty clothes. Calling me Curry, don't got on a jersey. I just give him 30.